Hello, welcome to Your Money, the show that helps you make it, manage it, and spend it. I'm Ali Velshi. Today we're talking about caring for seniors, from Social Security to health care. What issues are most important to senior citizens this election year? Home care versus assisted living, some tips on making the right decision for an aging loved one, and family finance fundamentals, smart money strategies for you and your parents. And then we're taking your calls and emails on caring for your aging parents. Certified financial planner Kathy Boyle and attorney Alan Copit will be my guests. They will answer all of your questions. The number, 1-800-304-3638. The email address is yourmoney@cnnfn.com. We'll get to those a little later. Well, one of the many decisions that people face as they age, as their aged relatives have to change their living situation, should seniors hire help at home so they don't have to move? Or should they make the transition to an assisted living facility? Christian Steiner has some tips on how to deal with such a dilemma. He's the owner of the Manhattan franchise of Home Instead Senior Care. It provides non-medical services to the elderly. Christian, good to see you. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk a little bit about the things that people have to think about when they're making the decision. What does your company do, and what role do you play in the decision that people have to make?
The name of the company is Home Instead Senior Care. We're the largest provider of home care, companionship and home care to the elderly. I own and operate the Manhattan practice. We have over 400 across the country and in 3 foreign nations. When
people are making the decision about whether to stay at home or to move into an assisted living situation, and I guess home care is that middle ground. It's not really the middle ground, it's the staying at home side of things. What are the decisions that come into play that make somebody say, I can afford to stay at home and get home care versus moving into an assisted living facility?
Sure. I think what people need to do is really plan, Ali, and I think that's probably one of the areas where I think there's a lack of execution. I think families, seniors, and also just the professionals aren't working in tandem for the benefit of the senior. And I think the planning stage is really where I find that people need to flush out ideas, what basically weigh the decision of the desires of the senior and their family versus the realities of the resources that they have available to them.
When talking about the reality of the resources, when making that plan, what's the first thing? People are talking about money here. Sure. Is there a general comparison between hiring a company like yours to help at home versus moving into assisted living? I assume there's a substantial saving.
Sure. I'll give you the overview.
Okay.
We can even start from a skilled nursing facility that costs anywhere between $8,000 to $12,000 a month. Now, on the assisted side, it can cost anywhere between $3,000 and $6,000. The average Home Instead Senior Care client is paying between $1,000 and $1,200 a month. So, right off the bat, you see that it's actually more affordable to stay at home in most cases.
What kind of services are offered? What if somebody's at home thinking, I know somebody in this situation, what do they fit into? What qualifies someone to have home care versus saying, all right, you know, this is too much to handle at home?
Absolutely. Basically, we provide companionship, meal preparation, light housekeeping, shopping, errands, medication reminders, but more importantly, Home Instead Senior Care is part of the team. Basically working with the healthcare professionals, the senior themselves, the family members, and really we do that through our caregivers and the office themselves.
What are the government, is there government assistance available if you are getting somebody to come in and help you out in your home?
Well, if it's non-medical, basically there are lots of federal and state dollars that are allocated to medical or skilled needs. On the non-medical side, it's more on a state level. And Medicare can provide for certain types of home care, and Medicaid as well. But you need to basically qualify for both of those. And it really depends state by state.
Where's the best place for people to start in terms of getting information on this?
I would say start at the local, the Office of the Aging.
Yeah.
I would then look at other issues that the mom might be having.
Right.
If she has short-term memory loss, for example, call the Alzheimer's Association, the local chapter, and definitely call our local branch office.
You obviously deal with a lot of people who haven't quite made that decision. They want to find out whether it's right for them, so you can help them make that decision.
Absolutely. We're actually very instrumental in the planning phase, and we're constantly giving advice to the family and working with them throughout every stage of the process.
All right, Christian, good to talk to you. Thank you for being with us. Christian Steiner is the owner of the Manhattan franchise of the Home Instead Senior Care office. Ahead, financial transitions, what every family needs to know, coming up next on Your Money.